The wife of the president, Muhammadu Buhari, Aisha, sustained injury while physically abusing a student of the Federal University Dutse, Aminu Adamu Mohammed, who was arrested over a Twitter post. Really? It got to that level. We just learned that she broke her leg some time ago, 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. So it was as a result of this, according to what we are hearing now. This was confirmed by the publisher of Daily Nigerian, Jafar, who noted that Mrs. Buhari, while attempting to throw a kick on the student, slipped and fractured her leg. Like, seriously? Sahara reporters had on November 21st reported that the wife of the president was rushed to an Abuja hospital after suffering a leg fracture. Meanwhile, while giving an update, Jafar said, "From my findings, it was not SSS but plain cloth policemen who arrested and tortured a final year student at Aminu Lahi and another lady named Zainab Kazim, a former social media aide to First Lady. The operation was engineered and executed by Aisha Buhari's ADC Usman Shugaba." It may sound like a fairy tale, but the following is actually what transpired. The duo were beaten to a pulp in the presence of Mrs. Buhari by 3 security aides, while Aminu and Ms. Kasim were being beaten. The First Lady felt that they were not beating them well, so she joined them. As she attempted to throw a kick, she slipped and fractured her leg. It was the injury she suffered during the assault that took her to Cedar Crest Hospital for treatment, while Ms. Kasim was released on the condition that she would not speak to the press. The final year students may face trumped-up charges of defamation. This is sad for democracy. Sahara reporters had earlier today reported that policemen acting on the orders of the ADC to Mrs. Buhari, Usman Shugaba, had arrested the 23-year-old student for tweeting that the wife of president was feeding fat on poor people's money. The tweet, which was posted in Hausa, reads, okay. The tweet, which was accompanied by a photograph of Mrs. Buhari, loosely translates as "Mama has not eaten poor" or "Mama has eaten poor people's money and is now full." According to his friends, he made the post because he was frustrated about the prolonged strike by universities across the country. The strike started in February 2022 and ended in October after 8 months. Well, however, on November 8, a 23-year-old Muhammad was picked up by security operatives on campus and was reportedly beaten up following his arrest around noon. He had said he was beaten and taken to the presidential villa in Abuja. Sahara reporters earlier reported that Muhammad, a final year student in the Department of Environmental Management and Toxicology in June 2022, posted on Twitter that Mrs. Buhari had suddenly added weight after taking part in plundering the nation's mega resources as the masses endured hardship under her husband's regime. Mohammed's arrest has caused a lot of concern in the university and also among the parents considering the security situation in the country. The arrest sparked outrage on social media as many people criticize the First Lady, who is yet to publicly comment on the issue. Thank God say the boy sef na from their side he come from. If na say na somebody from the south, especially southeast, you know, say na southeast na they get mouth well, they dey bold. They would have said, hey, you see, no home training. But he didn't see all these northerners coming out. So if it's were to be, the boy was is an Igbo man. Oh God. Or just say, let's say south or south or southeast. They will, everywhere will be like, see, go on, they are this, they are hip-hop, they are this. But you see, reverse is not the case. You see the irony now. You see all the southerners now. Generally, all the southerners are now defending this boy. But if it was an Igbo person, they will not, they will say, yes, deal with him, deal with them, They are this thing. That is how they would now begin to relate. They will talk about Nnamdi Kanu. They will talk about Peter Obi. But now since he's not from that from this side now, he's not Obi supporters. They would have said, oh, it's Obi supporters, obedience, this and this and that. They would have dragged Peter Obi into this mess where they deny us our rights and forbid us not to talk. Government of impunity. If anything happens to that young man, Aisha, we know that she's not even above the law. Which kind country be this? The people kept in charge and their families are using the power we gave them to intimidate us. Never you prosecute a poor person, because when God wants to fight back, he won't take permission. That is good news. Government of impunity and dictatorship, they denied us every access of livelihood. Please, guys, ensure your comments are brief and so spelling are correct. Okay, so that we can read quickly and move on to the other comments. We hear you. If I know Facebook will suspend me if I speak my mind. Okay, oh. I know Facebook will suspend me if I speak my mind. She never break anything yet. I hope she's not diabetic with fractured legs. It is sad she went this far. Power and riches make some people to become something else. Is she the way? Is she still the way she was in 2015? No. When her husband and other APC members were insulting patient Jonathan, I wonder how many of them were arrested, and that's a fact. And Tinubu's wife go worse past this one in abuse of human rights if they mistakenly enter Aso Rock. You can imagine. So to that extent, if she wanted to throw a blow on him, that they were not beating him enough, and see what has happened. Because we were thinking that it is this overzealous security men that did that. That is how they usually do. They are now so they're now going to pick the boy. I don't really understand though, because how can she stoop so low that the boy was arrested and they brought the boy to the villa to die thing, and she even have that physical, she even saw the person. No, if it happened like that, that means she has really degraded herself. So they now went to go and bring a poor boy. You asked them to go and bring the poor boy, or she went to the, or did she go to the office of the security men? Whichever way, she wouldn't have even gone there or allowed the boy to be brought to her, and to the extent of her trying to hit the boy, and she missed her steps, and that's it. Really, it's not looking well. It's not even sounding well. That's I don't understand. I don't really understand. So it is not a matter of, according to what we are hearing now, it's not a matter of overzealous security force or security men acting on her behalf. So guys, what do you think? Let's hear your opinion on this. Thank you.